What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Well, today, I just get home from work and I read this article about that Cincinnati deal, that beat down or that brawl or whatever you want to call it. They were calling it a fight. I don't know what to call it now, but I'm sure you've all heard about that, and I'm sure you've heard about this story where the congressman, or the congresswoman, sorry, or councilwoman, city councilwoman, got to get it right. She came out and she claimed, she put on her Facebook post that victims of mob attack begged for that beatdown. It's like they begged for it. And as I was reading on, and I heard some other YouTubers talking about it, and it's just it's like disgusting. It's like, this is what you guys in Cincinnati are electing into office to represent you. And now I mean this with the most respect to those good people. There are some good people out there. I'm sure, I know there are. There's some good people in Cincinnati. And for those of you that are out there, I feel for you, and I feel bad that you have to have this as one of your leaders, if you will. This would be voted out in a hurry in my state. This wouldn't fly in my state. And as we read on, and it's like, I've heard some people saying that, you know, there's been some arrests, but some of these people that got arrested, they had, I think at least one of them I heard had a $400 bail. $400 bail. 400, not 1,000, not 100,000, $400 bail. Yeah, they're back out. I guarantee they came up with $400. They're back out. They went and spent the night in the holding cell, and they're out. They didn't even get booked into jail. Guarantee you. But I don't know. I can't prove that. That just was something I heard on YouTube. Another YouTuber said, if I'm wrong, correct me, because like I said, I don't have the facts to that in front of me. Maybe we'll hear about it, but I just heard another YouTuber say that they had heard that at least one of their bails was $400. $400. But, and think about this, if it was the other way around, and you know it, I know it, the whole world knows it, if it was the other way around, if these roles were reversed, and that was a mob of white people beating up on couple of black people, those people that got arrested wouldn't be getting out. They wouldn't have a bail. They would not be getting out. And if they did have a bail, it would be so outrageous that there's no way they could come up with it. They wouldn't be getting out. It would be, all hell would break loose. There would be rioting in the streets of every single city. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But anyway, let's get on with the article. And this is coming from Fox News. I'm sure every news story is covering, every news article is covering this. I'm sure of it. I just happened to be scrolling and found it on Fox. But what's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to jump on real quick and do a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video, which is first and foremost, the Lord above, the creator of the universe. Without him, none of us are anything. We're all nothing. And secondly, I wanted to shout out to the subscribers of this channel, because without the subscribers, this channel's nothing. And we're growing slowly, but we're growing. And I get between like 1 and 10 new subscribers every day. So I see every single one, and every one I appreciate. It's like, it's amazing to me that I even have as many as I do. But my goal for the year is 8,000. So if we can get that by the end of 25, that would be awesome. And if those of you that have subscribed, again, thank you so much. You're the life of this channel. And those of you that haven't subscribed, if you want to, maybe not right now, but if you want to watch for a few more minutes, and then if you want to
go ahead, make my day.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, that would be fantastic. But again, it's up to you. If you feel like it, if you feel like you're getting anything out of this, I'm working on a few things that I'm going to come up with some new videos and some new ideas that might Might help you out a little bit. But anyway, again, appreciate y'all. Love you. Back to your show. Cincinnati. A city councilwoman in Cincinnati is under fire for comments posted on Facebook in the wake of a brutal downtown beatdown last weekend. Under a post from Facebook user called Leahona Aliyah, not even going to try to pronounce it. It's Jakanen, or something weird, that shows the vicious assault. An account that appears to belong to Councilwoman Victoria Parks commented, "They begged for that beatdown. I'm grateful for the whole story." Comments continued. And then it shows kind of the Facebook where it shows the picture that she posted on Facebook. It shows one of the guys that's on the ground doing nothing, getting kicked in the face. And then her post says that, and there's a couple other comments that you're on city council and you make a statement like this, and then tell us the whole story so that it makes sense to us. Because we don't know the whole story. We don't know that they begged for that beatdown. Did they really? I mean, and what do you consider something that calls for that kind of treatment? Just calling someone the N-word shouldn't deserve that kind of treatment. Yeah, is that right to do that? Politically correct? No, it's not. It's not right to call somebody that. But does that mean they deserve for a beatdown like that? These people almost killed these people. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, the one lady looked dead. She was just so passed out, and so not passed out, but knocked out with cold, that she was just on the ground laying there. She literally looked dead. Looked like the guy killed her when he punched her in the face. But really, what warrants that kind of treatment? I mean, is it really, did they really deserve that? I mean, I understand a fight, 1-on-1, 2-on-1 even, whatever, but that was like 100-on-1. That was like, maybe not quite 100, but there was a lot of people that were just, while he was down on the ground, not even fighting back, just laying on the ground, just fighting for his life. You guys are kicking him. And I don't mean you guys. I just mean that these people that were there just kicking him and punching him and body slamming him and kicking him in the face. It was totally uncalled for. Totally. And even if, like I said, if the roles were reversed, there'd be rioting in the streets. Period. End of story. Rioting in the streets. Every single city. Anyway, let's read on. The comments link back to a Facebook account for Victoria Parks, who lists her job title as City Council Member at City of Cincinnati Government. The account also says she was formerly the Commissioner of Hamilton County, Ohio Government, and former Chief of Staff to Hamilton County Commissioner Todd Portune at Hamilton County. That information lines up with Parks' biography and the City Council's of Cincinnati's official website. Cincinnati's City Council is officially nonpartisan, but Parks, like all 9 members of the governing body, was endorsed by the local Democratic Party. Like we didn't know that already. Like I said, I feel for those of you in Cincinnati, those good ones that are in Cincinnati that, obviously you not most, but the good ones probably didn't cast your vote for this person. But she's there, whatever, most likely DEI, but who knows? I mean, whatever. I'm not going to get into that, but it's just, this is, for somebody on the city council to say something like that about something like that. It's ridiculous. They're mad about something that happened over 100 years ago. More than that. 200, 300, whatever, 200 years ago, 250 years ago, or I don't even know. My math ain't mathing today. It's late. Parks appears to have a second Facebook as well, which last posted on May 27th. A third account last posted, updated 2022, also appears to belong to Parks. The comment sparked an online firestorm with a screenshot of a posting being circulated widely. Cincinnati Councilwoman Victoria Parks must resign immediately. Defending violent criminals who viciously beat innocent people is disgusting. Ohio's 39th District State Representative Phil Palmer said on X, her words, "They begged for that beatdown," are outrageous. Prosecutors must charge the attackers with hate crimes. We must protect our streets. You're a racist pig, Victoria Parks said another post. This is insane, said a third post calling for Parks' resignation. You know, I know that this might offend some of you, but racism goes both ways. I don't care what you say. Racism goes both ways. And right now it's okay to hate white people, but it's not okay to hate black people. And that's just how it is. That's just the way it is right now. Whether you want to admit it, whether it's not right. I'm not saying I condone it. I'm not saying I condemn it. It's just the way it is. And as long as it's never going to go away. I mean, like I said, y'all are mad at a certain people for something that happened a couple hundred years ago, at least. It's like, I never owned slaves. Those people you beat the crap out of probably didn't own slaves, and you were probably never a slave. So it's like, why are you still upset over it? I mean, I get it. It wasn't good. I'm not saying that slavery was a good thing. I'm just saying that was years ago. Years ago. And you're demanding that, and again, even if somebody said the N-word to one of these people, who cares? For one, does that really warrant this kind of a beating? Just because somebody said, hey, you're whatever. Does that really deserve this kind of a beatdown? I would say no. And even and also, again, I don't condone racism. But it's their right to be racist if they choose to. That's the thing. It's, everybody, whether it's right or wrong, they have a right to be whatever they want. Just like trans have the right to be trans, just like gays have the right to be gays, just like, racists have the right to be racist. It doesn't, I mean, it is what it is. Whether I agree with it or not, whether you agree with it or not, they have that right. And they have that right to say the N-word if they feel like it. But does that really warrant a beatdown like that? I mean, one-on-one, okay, let one guy punch him and knock him out, whatever. But when it just goes person after person after person after he's down, I mean, when do you draw the line to say, okay, this guy's had enough? Where's that line at? Just because he said something or did something or whatever he did, it didn't warrant that kind of beating. I mean, the beatings occurred on the corner of 4th and Elm Street in Cincinnati downtown business district in the early morning hours on Saturday. The video that has been shared widely online shows a group of people savagely assaulting two others during a confrontation with a woman being knocked out cold in the street. She was knocked out cold. She looked like she was, if you haven't seen the picture, if you go back and look at it, it's kind of disturbing, but she literally looks like looks dead. She was confronting somebody, and one lady came up from behind her and knocked her, and then a dude came and he just, well, you could see he just put his weight into it and hit her as hard as he could, and she just went straight backwards, and she was just like, she literally looked dead. Like, first time I saw it, I thought, dude, he just killed her. It was that bad. But in her official city biography page, Parks says she led the charge in passing racism as a public health crisis when working for Hamilton County Governor. It also says she introduced and passed Juneteenth as a paid holiday for Hamilton County employees. In January, Parks announced that she would not seek re-election and will retire after her current term ends. Well, that's good news. Hopefully she doesn't go into any other kind of government position, and if it's an elected position, hopefully Cincinnati does the right thing and won't elect this person back into office. And so it's unconscionable that an elected official would be celebrating violence in the city she was voted to serve. Cincinnati Fraternal Order of Police President Ken Kober told Fox News Digital, "This highlights the poor political environment that the police officers, residents, and visitors are currently enduring. Thankfully, there's an election in November. I urge voters to vote for change." I urge for vote for change as well. This person does not deserve to be in any kind of public office. Period. She should resign now, not wait till her term's over. Parks did not return requests for comments. An email to the entire city council went unreturned. A representative for the city council declined comment by phone, directing Fox News Digital to Parks herself. Molly Lair, the communications director for the Cincinnati City Manager's office, viewed the photo in person at City Hall but declined comment. So that's pretty much the article. And if you didn't see also the police chief of Cincinnati, some lady, and she's clearly a DEI hire. That one's clearly. This one, I don't know how she got voted in, but the police chief, what's her name? I forgot. Her name slips my mind. I knew it was Taggart or something like that, but she straight up came on and blamed social media and mainstream media for the whole deal, for making it a big deal. It was nothing. It was nothing. It's mainstream media. It's the media that comes out and only tells one side of the story. Well, tell us the other side of the story. You know, I haven't heard it. Maybe it's out there. Like I said, I'm not totally. I didn't hear the whole side. What was done? What was said? What's the whole story? Like this lady said, I'm glad I know the whole story. Well, what is the whole story? I haven't heard it. Have you? Has anybody heard the whole story? Come on in the comments and let us know if you've heard the story. I haven't. All I know is most likely the N-word was said. But I could be wrong. Maybe there was something, but tell us. Don't just, I'm glad I got the whole story. Well, you may have the whole story, but we don't. Tell us what warranted this. Tell us what warranted this kind of action to these people. What warranted, other than skin color, keep skin color out of it altogether. What warranted this kind of an attack? Let's just say they were all the same let's just pretend they were all the same skin color. What warranted this kind of a beating? And then let's reverse the roles. What would have happened if it was a mob of white people attacking a couple of blacks? What would have happened? Leave that in the comments. What would be different if these roles were reversed? How would this have been any different? You all would be going freaking crazy. This would be hate crimes. The people that got arrested would never get out. They would never see the light of day again, ever, for that. Never would they. A $400 bail. They would have $400 million bail. They would never get out, ever. And then when they went to court, the jury would lock them up forever and they would never get out. I mean, period. But these guys, they're back out on the streets already. Guarantee you. They say, okay, give me your wrist. Okay, now go. Don't do it again. And that's all that's what some of these cities are doing. Some of these types of cities. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. We need change. Remember that in November. Not that it'll fix anything, because politics in general ruins everything. But at least let's start. It's a good start was to get these type of people out of elected positions, because they're messing everything up. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Do the comment, do the YouTube stuff below. Leave comment, like, subscribe, share, comment. You know the drill. There's links below to my other channels. If you feel like supporting the channel, there's a link down below for that too. If you feel like it, no pressure for that. Just, it's there if you feel like it. Anyway, again, I'm trying to push for that 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Still got a little ways to go, both time and subscribers. So we're getting there slowly but surely, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. We'll see you in the next one.